We got scales on the boat. Alright, so now we're gonna do chemicals. Never do it right next to a return. The most accurate tests are the tailored test kits. Supposedly. Allegedly. Honestly, it's like a 3. Which is what you want. It's ideal. Not too much, not too little. This is for pH. It's a 7.6, which isn't bad. But ideally, you want your pH, or for me at least, I keep mine at a 7.2 or a 74, 7.2 or a 7.4, which the chlorine is the most effective around those ranges. And this is for alkalinity. Okay, so we got a 90. And back to pH, if you do own a salt pool, you will have to add acid weekly because for some reason the salt cells do raise the pHs. So chlorine, not so much. This is calcium, which we're keeping them all sort of low this year around because the salt cells boost the calcium. So if you add 3 to 6 pounds, it could boost it by 200 to 300 parts per million. It just put it out of whack. So we're keeping them all at 200 or 250, which is what we got right here, 250. So we just need some acid and probably some phosphorus due to the pool being close to water like this. It gets phosphates a lot, which is common. All right. So right now we're gonna check our salt levels. Make sure our salt is in with range. Got an alarm. Low salt. Salt's at 2,700. The salt needs to be at 2,800 to fully work. So we're gonna add a bag, and that should probably bring us to 3,000. Hopefully, it should be good till next week. And we could backwash it, but we backwashed it 2 weeks ago. I think we will backwash it. We're gonna backwash it real quick. If I'm correct. Yeah, 2 weeks. Well, might as well. Multi-port, go to backwash. You always want to, if you have a sand filter, you want to wait to see this bubble right here clear up. It should fog up because of, the particles in the filter, but once it's done, it should clear up. I mean, it's a little bit of cloudiness, but never hurts to clean your filter. So it picks up more of the smaller particles in the pool, and it gives more pressure coming out of returns, full pressure. So yeah, as you can see, it's clouded up now. You usually want to wait for that to clear all the way up, because if you don't, and you end up rinsing and then put it back in filter, that stuff will come out the returns and shoot right back into your pool and make your pool cloudy. It's clearing up now. All right, that's good. Then we want to go for backwash. And we want to rinse. Rinsing is typically about 30 seconds, depending on how dirty the filter was. Though, if it was a really dirty filter, I would do 45 seconds. Just to fully rinse out the filter. Alright, so now we're going to add our chemicals. It's a bigger pool and the pH was a 7.6, so we're going to add a little bit more than a half a gallon. And that should bring us down to about a 7.4, maybe a 7.2. And then, like I told you guys before, I'm going to be putting in some of this stuff. This stuff works miracles. It's phosphate and Pool Perfect mixed together. And this phosphate gets rid of the phosphates. Due to this pool being by the water, it happens a lot, so we just plan for it ahead. And it's great with water clarity. Really clears the water up. Alright, now we're gonna brush. We do it every time. Some people don't. We do. I feel like this is the most important part of the job. I'll be back when I'm halfway done. This prevents algae growth, and in the long run just makes the pool look better, because plaster develops dust on it. Just a little FYI. Watch these skills. No ordinary pool boy can do that now. Only the boat can. Sun shelf's always important. Like the entrance to the pool. It's gotta be top notch. So now the final round, the final skim, and then we'll be done. Yep, got it. Told y'all I'm the goat. And always as a courtesy, because these things help us clean the pool, so why not? The trick with these, they can be real messy, and you don't want that after you just clean the pool. So the trick is, if I screw this up on camera, oh man, I'm finished. Unzip it, obviously. And you want to turn the bag inside out, so none of the debris gets on the outside of the bag. That way when you put the Polaris back in, the debris doesn't go back into the pool. Ooh. And there you have it. Looks a little dirty, but I bet you there's gonna be no debris coming off it. That's how a real G does it. Pull it out here, stretch it. He's down fucking close. Excuse my French. There you have it.